We now call on Smyth from Languages.
President, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Philosophical Society, ladies and gentlemen. With the deepest respect to my colleagues who all consider that what they do is a sterling job and that their particular discipline, or possibly indiscipline, must be accorded the right to life, I'm here this evening to make the case for the School of Languages, Literatures and Cultural Studies. That's to say, I'm here to assert the harsh principle of natural selection, to confront my well-meaning colleagues with the painful truth that affection and bias towards one's own subject and a delusional regard for its importance provide no suitable grounds for the decision that stands before us here this evening. For we're not asked to decide which discipline is most attractive, most wealthy, most popular. We must decide which discipline is most useful, and therefore simply the best. It's rare in life that I feel that I have drawn the long straw. But this evening I stand with this motley crew of competitors before this raft, and I know that there is really only one way for you to vote, and that is from my school. When Trinity speaks, the weight of its tradition resonates. It cannot but gesture to the greatness of its past, to the authority bestowed by the simple fact of having endured. The tradition of languages in Trinity partakes of this longevity and this authority. But to boast that our chairs are older, 1776, and wiser than yours, is to miss the point. Chairs have no place on Liferaft. The question is not who has had the most glorious past, but who can make a useful contribution to the present and to the future. Which brings us to our fellow applicants. The historians. A people, according to Tolstoy, who persist in answering questions that no one has asked. That they have thrived and multiplied in so doing is testament to the laudable tolerance of our great university. But to suggest that a discipline that by very definition has its back turned on the present, a discipline that is happy to be blown backwards into its own future, is a worthy inhabitant of a life raft, is to close our eyes both to the laws of physics and common sense. Our colleagues in maths will understand the laws. Sorry.
Hardly concerning the fact of the laws of physics, considering the recent development of the neutrinos.
Quite right. Are you being deep into my time? The clock stops.
No, time's rolling, so feel free to...
One thing we don't understand about general relativity doesn't mean the entire theory is wrong. Everything else right.
I'm bewildered and I'm carrying on where I left off. Our colleagues in maths will understand the laws of physics, we assume, but like Count Dracula from Sesame Street, their use value is limited. One survivor, oh, two survivors, head counts, day counts, week counts, raft measurements, educated choice of lottery numbers. All these are skills, certainly. But the most vital, the most useful for a community of thinking or swimming academics? Probably, as a mathematician might say, not. Like the historians, the English literati may well lay claim to the present on the basis of past. Liferaft. They may say, been there, done that, read the book, bought the t-shirt. From Robinson Crusoe to Lord of the Flies to the Road, when it comes to Liferaft's real and metaphorical, we know how to do survival stories. But do they? And Professor Green has proven me right on this count, and I'm very grateful to him. You see, forsooth, when English literature steps onto a raft to sail into the unknown, it knows in its monochrome, monotone, imperial mind that wherever it sails, wherever it lands, it will encounter only inferior versions. A useful world vision for building an empire, with a liability for a community on a raft. And besides, they'll probably want to be president. And because that is what we will be, a community, we must leave political science behind. As a discipline dedicated to the study of indifferent opinions and of shades of grey, these people cannot but sow dissent, dividing us into those on the right of the raft, and those on the left of the raft, those who wield power and those who suffer it, and all to hide the only question that matters: how can we best survive? In the School of Languages, Literatures, Cultural Studies, we know all about survival. This was for Prof's benefit, survival against all odds. He's not here. And we survive because we are useful. Useful in our ability to see in colour, in 3 dimensions, to speak with others and as equals, to avoid wars, to barter goods, to learn from other cultures, to adapt to changed circumstance, to dream of what is not, like dramatists, to enact what is not but what might be, to imagine, to exchange the present for the future. Спасибо за внимание.